So they did finally announce he was out.
The whole direction of that league has seemed to change over the last couple of years with guys that are taking games off now, where you never saw that, say, 3 to 5 years ago.
I'll tell you, that's the truth. Magic and Warriors, have we gotten to the point now where the bettors are saying, yeah, we know obviously Golden State doesn't care about these games at all. I'm just going to take these big points. Is that happening?
I think so. I think in games when they're playing a marquee opponent and you know they're going to get up for it, I think they look at it a little bit differently. I think like in any sport, they're always looking for value. If the line's too high and you can make a case to take the dog, they're going to do so. If it's a game that they feel that there's value with the favorite, they're going to do so. But I think that is the case.
Golden State 1-7 their last 8 games. That only win was
marquee.
the Portland game where they came up and tried to do that. Curry's still out tonight. The most surprising thing to me, Golden State may be an 8-point favorite, but you see 213 as a Golden State total. It's like, what the heck is going on?
I know, huh?
Is that the first half? Wait a minute, guys. No.
College basketball, this is a big game tonight. Nebraska needs some signature wins. The Seton Hall game, nice win, but they had a game against Texas Tech, and that was a big game for them, a neutral court, and they just got hammered in the second half of that game. They're on the road tonight against Clemson. Clemson's very tough at Littlejohn. I think this is, to me, it's the game I want to see tonight in college basketball. Let's see what Nebraska's made of.
Yeah, well, this is a situation where I'm going to fade Nebraska just because it's easy. You're talking you're 4 weeks into the season or 3 weeks into the season, and it's your first true road game, and it's at Littlejohn against a team that has the top 20 defense. I'm going to fade them just for that situation.
I'll be happy to root for whoever we need in that game when it tips off tonight, guys.
And Minnesota-Boston College matching up. Patino Jr.'s team has shown some progress this season, and they've also had stretches in games where they've looked like they don't know what they're doing. Boston College, capable enough program in the ACC. I don't think they're going to be a big-time winner this year, but they can handle themselves at home. Close line, looks like a close game.
You know what, again, another game from the Big Ten ACC Challenge. For those that don't know, you've got 2 of the best top 20 point guards in the country here. Kai Bowen for Clemson was the only player for Boston College, the only player in the country last year that averaged 17.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, 4.7 steals, and Amar Coffey for Minnesota, 6'8" point guard. It's going to be a great matchup. If you like point guard matchup, watch this game tonight.
And we'll take a break and then come back and we'll talk about the big game tonight, the Wager Talk marquee matchup, Titans and Ravens, and we'll tell you about the best place to watch that game and also to watch tomorrow night's Golden Knights matchup.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
Cofield and Company's home for Monday Night Football is Pizza Rock inside Green Valley Ranch Hotel and Casino. Come watch the game with ESPN Las Vegas on Pizza Rock's 80-inch big screen TVs. Food and drinks start at $4. That includes and the 32-ounce PBRs. And we're talking about award-winning personal pizzas like the Cal Italia, the Margarita, or go with the big boy pies like the Butcher or the Mob Boss. For Sunday football, there's the Rock and Blitz Brunch, and during hometown hockey games, wear your gear and the first beer is free. Come in on Mondays, chow down, and win cool prizes. Pizza Rock inside Green Valley Ranch with ESPN Las Vegas.
People ask, John, do you really work for Finley Toyota? My answer is yes, and you really do have a friend in the auto business. So if you're looking for a great deal on a new, certified pre-owned or used Toyota, come in and say hello. I'm John Barr, and I'll do anything to sell you a car.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $500 million for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm attorney Paul Powell. The holidays are by far my favorite time of year. It's a great time to spend with family and friends. Unfortunately, accidents do happen, so if you have been hurt, call me at 728-5500 or go to paulpowell.com. Happy holidays. Paul Powell. More lawyer, less fee.
What's hot today? It's time for the Wager Talk marquee matchup of the night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
All right, here we go. Big game tonight in the AFC as the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans match up. It's a divisional battle. Marcus Mariota is good to go, in this game. The early action was certainly on the, I should say the late action looks to certainly be on the dog now that Mariota has been announced as playing. Chuck, is this going to be one of those games the house gets to sit back, or will you have a preference here?
Yeah, it's a strange game because I think you look at Tennessee, and there's probably no more Jekyll and Hyde team in the league. I mean, they play against some really good opponents. They've played really well, and they've struggled against some lesser opponents. Having Mariota back, of course, is a big thing for them. And then you look at Houston. You know what team has the longest winning streak in professional football right now? It's the Houston Texans. Yeah. You know what team had the longest losing streak through the first 3 weeks of the season dating back to last year? It was the Houston Texans. So maybe when I talk Jekyll and Hyde, I should talk about the Texans as well. But they are home. They're relatively healthy. A win here, and they actually have a better record than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers went from a team that had a bye to now the 4th seed in the AFC if the Texans win tonight. Overall, I think it's been that kind of a weekend where you had a lot of dogs cover. You had some big-time favorites cover. It's one of those games that, I don't think it's going to be a huge decision industry-wide at some of those marquee matchups on Monday night.
Do you put anything at all into maybe a little more emotion out of the Texans because of the passing of Bob McNair?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think you look at that historically, that trend in any sport, I think absolutely. What he did as an owner, but I think more so what he did for that community and as a humanitarian, I think you're going to have a lot of support there and a lot of people that are kind of rallying in this game's for you, Bob. And I think that the Texans will be highly inspired tonight.
Especially me as a Browns fan can appreciate it more, losing your football team and him bringing it back after they do the Titans. Tennessee, number 26 in yards per game, minus 40. Houston's actually number 8, plus 34 yards per game.
Wager Talk, $9 Monday, and lots of packages are up. All I can say is I'm doing rather well right now, and I know a lot of others are as well. So, hopefully that'll continue, and you can check everything out, including Ralph's daily NBA stats at wagertalk.com. Let's go to our LPT play of the day.
It's the LPT Play of the Day. Tonight's best bet from Lions Physical Therapy. Your 5-star rated specialists.
That they are. 702-476-0222. The website is lionsptlv.com. Coming out of surgery and needing some rehab, or if you were in an accident and, you got to get fixed up, this is the way to do it. The insurance thing will take care of itself, and look, get involved and get your body back to where it's supposed to be at Lions Physical Therapy. Your best bet tomorrow night is right here at Sunset Station, because it is one of those terrific Golden Knights viewing parties, Chuck.
It is. Our viewing parties are great. There's great prizes, great food and beverage. You got a chance to win an on-ice jersey. So if you haven't come on out. It's Club Madrid. It's free. It's open to the public. It is a phenomenal atmosphere. Your home when the Knights are away is Sunset Station in Club Madrid.
And, by the way, if you've got that STN betting app on your phone, you can sit there. You can bet the horses when they're running. There might even be some night racing. I'm not sure, although on a Tuesday maybe not. But it just serves a lot of purposes, and you don't have to stand in line to make your bets.
It's awesome. We love when all the guests come out and enjoy everything we have to offer, but especially this time of year with the holidays and everybody's busy and all the different start times for different sports, it's great to have that mobile app where you can fund, withdraw, and play from the comfort of your own living room.
So what do we want to do? We want an LPT play of the day. I have only got one college basketball game tonight.
1 minute.
It's just a kind of a regular play. Let's do the football game. Let's get a little consensus in the football game. I think the Texans, where they are now, at about -4, I think, or -3.5 actually, I think they're the right side in this game. I think you get a special performance out of them.
Dave, I'm going to throw in a bonus stat then as well. Tennessee Titans 1-12 ATS as a division dog, off a game as a dog. So the Titans have really played poor in their spot. Average line +5, average loss by 13.8 points per game.
All right. Well, come out here to Sunset Station, watch the game, and root for our side, which will be the Houston Texans, minus the points tonight against the Tennessee Titans. That's going to do it for the Monday afternoon quarterback edition of the Las Vegas Sportsline. For Chuck Esposito here at Sunset Station. By the way, we're going to talk about the youth football next week because we skipped that this week. Ralph Michaels.
10 seconds.
Mark Seidel back at the studios. I'm Dave Koken. Thanks a lot for listening. Stick around. Cofield & Company's coming up next here on The Sports Leader.